add the very finishing details on our paintings. So I'm going to go back in and just add little fine touches. I've got fine brushes to do that with. Okay, so I'm still using the colours I've used before. So I'm going to go into the water. So we've painted across with the water, we've gone down with the reflections, and now I'm just going to put some little bits going across just to finish it off. If you've got a flat brush, that's even better. Or you could use a palette knife, a flat palette knife. Okay, so I'm mixing up a white with a little bit of a flesh colour. And I'm just going to go on top, pop some ripples in. And this will give it the depth as well, which we want. Okay, I'm being very gentle on the brush. Make sure the ripples are going across. Just blend some of these in. So I'm not going to do every ripple that I can see on the painting, on the photograph rather. I'm just going to pick up just a few. So can you see how that's giving it another layer? So I've got the layer going across, the reflections going down, and the ripples going across. Okay, so I'm just going to little bit more white in there. And you can go a little bit bigger with the ripples in the foreground as well. Remember, things get smaller as they go towards the back. So these need to be smaller, and then these need to be larger. So what I'm doing is just bringing some of the ripples out. Okay. Right, so then I'm just going to go into the flowers. So again, using a fine brush. So this is a number 3. So I'm going to work back into the flowers. Pop some of those on. You could also do some spattering if you wanted to with a toothbrush. So there's lots and lots of flowers in this photograph. Brings back many happy memories. But we don't need to put everything on there. Maybe bring some of that colour down into reflection, because it's going to be reflected in the water. Okay. I'm just going to get some more of that flesh colour. Be careful if it is a bit runny, the paint. If you put too much water in, it might run. So I'm just picking out flowers, getting smaller off into the background, almost like little dots. But because you've done them quite big in the foreground, the eye will automatically think of the same flowers. Just blend some of those in. Put some around here. There's a couple up here as well. So remember, dots because it's the background. So I'm just going to put a few little white bits on here. And we're nearly done. So it's making sure you don't overdo your painting as well. Which is so easy to do, as I'm sure you all know. So just dotting them on. Remember, it's an Impressionist painting. Okay. I'm just going to go back into the bridge as well, because while the paint was still wet, it tends to go a little bit grey. So if I just go back on top and just bring out some of the light. So you need a good steady hand for this. Okay. Again, I'm just going to add a little bit more light on the tree trunk. And just pop those in. Okay. Maybe a few more flowers here cascading down towards the water. And then I think I'm done. So it's important to know when to stop, because otherwise you can overwork your painting. You can also use your finger if you want, just to, here's a water-based oil so they're still wet, just to blend that in. Right, and I shall leave it there. Enjoy your painting.